seal up their ear, they will go back to sleep. Yes, at the general election of that is general election of 2023, they come up. We don't they see an insight to how this particular election will be, because some states already don't they prepare the ground of how the general election will be, and this state where they prepare the ground, if you look their own calendar, fall in line with the general election will come up next because of one or two structures we play out previously. And one of such states what they talk about now, Ekiti state. They will seal up their ear. Once they seal up their ear, we'll talk about that. Just like say the government something we don't hear. They will seal up their ear. Once they seal up their ear, they will go back to sleep. Yes, we sincerely apologize for that small technical problem we will get. But now, we know so we don't stand by, we don't day chicken to give now the program the way it's supposed to be. Yes, as they talk, the general election where they come up next year, that is the presidential election, and every other election where they come up next year, we don't see a preparation of the ground to at least to know how the election will eventually be. And this one got to do with some states where we say their calendar no fall in line with the election will happen next year. And one of such states, now Ekiti state, where we say they hold their governorship election this Saturday way past. And a lot of drama don't play out in the course of the election. People don't asking, what will they see for this election? How next year election will be? Because looking at INEC, general organization, and looking at the fact say the ruling party for that same state eventually win, and a couple of other things we play out, vote by plenty things. People don't ask, say, hey, shouldn't like this, would they go on top of this matter we get to do with election? And eventually, at the end of that election, who win? Abiodun Oyebanji of the APC. Now, eventually, for that election, as the governor who will come, who will succeed the current governor who is in place. And the second person will also come full on Oni of the SDP, and followed by the PDP candidate. All these things and many more. Now, what we will also look into on top of today's edition of Art in the Hub, because we plenty today. And then once we look into them, we also invite our guests, our different guests who will also come in much later to follow us here. At least we will not say yes, we will get a proper picture of what they look into. My name never see change, my name remains Unkubi. And once again, this is As It Dey Hot.
So Unkubi, these off-cycle elections, now opportunity for Nigerians to look INEC and see whether INEC they prepared. They'll call use and take measure the mind of the people when they inside these states to see whether really and truly their mind follow for how things they happen for inside the border Nigeria. Now the last time we went and do governorship election for inside that state now 2018, and for that 2018, voter turnout now 44%. If you can't look this 2022 now, the thing reduced 38%. People they look say wait if 4 years ago we get 44% when we even they complain say you don't even reach half. Now why you be say they don't call reduce? If you check the number of registered voters, almost 1,900,000 plus. If you check the number when we say Oga Abiodun Oyebanji take win the election, 187,057. People they look say if you add the person will carry second and third their votes together, it not even reach you. So it be popular candidate. But if you check the number of accredited voters, 300,000 plus, it can show say voter apathy is a serious problem. Should I say the people don't get belief or confidence in government, or they don't look say they don't tire, or on the day when we say they're supposed to come vote, some of them don't remember. On our 2023 presidential election, everybody they think of. Every time we get the opportunity, we talk about and say, not the only president we will vote for 2023. Now for 2023, elections, as they concern those who will be governor, go happen for 28 states. Like we don't explain because of the off-cycle elections or the staggered elections what they get. But it's very, very important. Make you get that for the back of your mind. Say, if you dey vote for president, if you dey vote for governor, if you dey vote for those who go dey the National Assembly, if you dey vote for those who go dey the State House of Assembly, now you go begin to do your research. Maybe Osun State go give us another opportunity. But before we talk about that one, make we x-ray wetin happen for inside Ekiti State. And person when dey there, news story person, when dey there on the day, he waka all the waka, he hear, he see, he go use him mouth take talk am. When we go this break, come back. Oga Bernard Akede, journalist wey be say, they cook am, come put pepper inside, put salt in the taste. In go talk, when I go hear am based on acid hot, we dey come back.
We talk about that. You have the government something we don't hear. They will seal up their ear. Once they seal up their ear, they will go back to sleep. We know say they go back to back on a particular issue. And just like Center will talk about that, just like the government something we don't hear. They will seal up their ear. Once they seal up their ear, they will go back to sleep. We know say they go back to back on a particular issue. And just like Center will talk about that, just like the government something we don't hear. They will seal up their ear. Once they seal up their ear, they will go back to sleep. We know say they go back to back on a particular issue. And just like Center will talk about that, just like the government something we don't hear. They will seal up their ear. Once they seal up their ear, they will go back to sleep. We know say they go back to back on a particular issue. And just like Center will talk about that, just like the government something we don't hear. They will seal up their ear. Once they seal up their ear, they will go back to sleep. We know say they go back to back on a particular issue. And just like Center will talk about that, just like the government something we don't hear. They will seal up their ear. Once they seal up their ear, they will go back to sleep. We know say they go back to back on a particular issue. And just like Center will talk about that, just like the government something we don't hear. They will seal up their ear. Once they seal up their ear, they will go back to sleep. We know say they go back to back on a particular issue. And just like Center will talk about that, just like the government something we don't hear. They will seal up their ear. Once they seal up their ear, they will go back to sleep. We know say they go back to back on a particular issue. And just like Center will talk about that, just like the government something we don't hear. They will seal up their ear. Once they seal up their ear, they will go back to sleep. We know say they go back to
visitor, veteran journalist Bernard Akede don't join us. And he be person will be say he do better work for inside Ekiti State this Saturday when pass. So he waka the A to Z of Ekiti. They ask question, they see for himself. So today he go use the mouth. Tell us the things when we say he see for inside Ekiti State as they concern the election. What will they do on top of as we then tell you and I say we'll carry those ways sabi. Then go talk so that everybody go hear as the team take be. Oga Bernard Akede, once again, welcome to Acid Heart.
Thank you. Thank you. Still not come Acid Heart. It don't taste more.
It don't taste. It don't taste. We are family. We are family. One family. We'll just go straight into the discussion. What thing happened for Ekiti State on Saturday? When pass so June 18th.
As I don't already talk and I don't already introduce them, say now the elections will happen. And now one of the states where they experience staggered elections, as we they take column. Staggered because no be on the date where every other person they do their own elections, then they get their own. Probably because if we go back to history as they talk, they began one time when maybe somebody enter, court come rule and say, okay, no be supposed to enter, now you supposed to enter. The Congress do another election on so dates, or the court rule them again, and another person can enter, and they make their own election no fall on the same time where other people they do them. But the Coco be say, for this Ekiti election, first of all, some people been the fear, say some kind of violence go day because of the way it take be. But the government can't prove, first of all, make a start with security, prove, say, nobody will get plan, we want scatter this election, they no go allow and come. So the kind number of police where they deploy, police been there, NSCDC, where we call civil defense, they been there, army, they been there, DSS, they been there, road safety, they been there, in what they call large numbers. So even you say, when they say you walk on ferment trouble, chance not there for you.
They're
but
full ground.
They're full ground everywhere. All the hotel fully booked now, security operatives now full for there. You know, to make sure say the people they safe and to make sure that the people say believe say then they safe because now two different things. But more come out for security part now. Congo the election gone. Now we know say three major parties: PDP, APC, and SDP been there. The interesting thing is say Segun Oni we been there PDP before, we been rule the state before, con the SDP. So plenty people been believe say in get popular mandates. People sabi am. As you been talk, almost 1 million people let me register for the elections or to vote. But when it comes to accreditation, you see they dropped to almost just about 300,000 people, if I'm not mistaken. But then the actual voting, plenty people no can turn out to vote. Now again, one thing when I've been explain, when I've been they give reports that time, say people come out, they're full polling units. But people go say, don't be deceived by the numbers you see there. Nobody people will full the polling units, now then come vote. Now that's the problem there. And one lesson where I go like make people take away from this thing. As it be say, as you also been talk, say, we they use be talk and say, we they use this particular election, they test waiting for happen for 2023. Not just for INEC, but even for we the people who supposed to vote. We go call a litmus test for the next one. So they begin one polling unit when I've been they give reports. That polling unit now SDP people now they support for there. As they call the votes, As the vote pass APC on, it call it SDP. The SDP supporters come they shout 200, 201, 202, 203, 204. You go to say now the general election they count. Forget to say now just one polling unit. So if this polling unit, when they shout, say they don't win this polling unit, how about the other polling units? So again, as I've been the talk, they count like 200 and something votes for SDP, another 100 and something for APC, 100 and something for PDP. Then some other parties, with all due respect, they call them where they put one. You go see one vote here, 2 here, some none, some 1. Put them all together, it not even reach 400. But when you look the crowd where they there, them plenty. So this one now brings us back to the question who we talk. We Nigerians, say we don't ready to vote. Say we don't ready for election, true. Because I go end with coming back with you talk. Say 4 years ago when they do the election, now 44% now you vote. This one now you don't. I mean 42%. I mean now you don't 44. Now you don't come to 38%. So you don't drop. So truly, if we the Nigerians want prepare for election, not be only INEC go use these elections as tests. Not be only security operatives go use this election as tests, but we the people go where they vote. Make we say look ourselves. Make we use them as tests. Say if we just they talk, we go Twitter, vote this person must do. Get your PVC. If you get the PVC finished, say you want to take a fry garini, use and go vote. So when you don't get this PVC, na the first step. Congo accreditation na the second step. Then the actual voting at the top. Only when we agree, say now what you want to do with that before things go begin to change.
Okay, Bernard, going by because of say you did for the field of this activity, make us also ask this question. Okay, at least we don't look at with the current reality where they face with right now. We say just like say people don't they enlightened about elections. I want to say looking at everybody talk about the next election, general election, and all that. Say you also think say maybe based on that, you noticing a problem of the states. No probably lead to a lot of people maybe massively coming out based on the number of people we actually register to vote, comparing it to people who eventually vote. Just notice maybe a problem of the state. Now it probably lead to that. I've been a say how we take put on. I've been a say now still the same kind of apathy or the same kind of mentality we get say we go make noise finish and in the long run. We will probably see a few number of people who will eventually say they won't come vote.
Different things they make this soup taste sweet. I mean, make I say take and make no sweet in this case. Because now different things. First of all, some people they fear for security for themselves. Security. And me, I understand. You know, different countries get this history of lack of security when it comes to the election. They will just say, in fact, as we enter Ekiti that day, we don't pass Osun State, they go Ekiti. Some police checkpoints, they already want to say, press, make una dey safe, make una do jeje. You know, say all these bad boys don't say first of all they want to attack police, then they go attack journalists, they go attack pressmen. But the truth be say, if we no stick out our neck, say we won't do this thing, who go come do am?
True.
If we no stick out our neck, say We no go agree make them intimidate us, same way with the fear, so that only a few people go vote and then they go decide for us. If we no agree for our own mind, say we won't do this thing, nobody go do it for us. Now the same set of people we get mind, now then go they choose who our leaders be.
Very true.
So that one has to take the first one, fear. Secondly, like you rightly said, because of the way the things done they be before, people they look and say, last, even if you go vote, our vote no go count. Even if you no go vote, our vote no go count. You go vote first, make you see whether your vote go
Come
count
out.
or not. First reach there. Because again, as I've been talking before we go on the show, I talk say, see, Twitter no they vote. We go there for Twitter and then they speak big grammar. But you see, polling box no go hear grammar. Polling box, just open your mouth, wow, just come drop your ballot, now I want. Now they ask you. So again, still that talk say, even if I do, my vote no go count, my vote no go count. You talking for Twitter, oh, this how it's going. Decide saying you want change the narrative, me you go there, go put and make you change it. They say there are two people. You can either be one of those two people. Somebody who knows a problem day. All of us know say problem day, don't identify the problem. Or somebody who decides say, I want be solution to the problem. So people who want be solution to the problem, now then one decide say, we go there, go vote.
True. Now, we'll check some of the things when we say we fit count, say, okay, now plus. You don't talk am here, say, security kajad.
Each kajad.
And before, if we talk about elections, talk go there, say, violence, they fight, they scatter everywhere. But to a considerable degree, for this particular one, though, people come out, they vote, they not really slap anybody or break anybody head like that. So that one a plus when we say we will count. And we need to learn from this particular plus and see how we go take consolidate on top. True. But you get one particular one when we say people talk about, it get to do with voter inducement. Say people carry money come, contest some people say, if you vote for so person, I go give you money. You get one video when we go play. So that the person when they there on the day when this one happen, just like you, go use the mouth, take talk am. We'll go see some of these videos, see EFCC in action. They will come back, come talk about this one, whether you hear or you see, because now you dead there. So now what you tell us, we go believe. Make una just watch this video to see how somebody been complained and also where the EFCC they inside action or inside the Ekiti state.
So far, so good. It's going on fine. But to be sincere with you, there's some atrocity going on here. There are some certain political party canvassing people here with 10,000. The security are here looking at them doing nothing, which is highly despicable. It's because you people are here with camera now. That is why they stopped. That is what is going on here since morning. They even went to the extent of giving people money online. It's highly despicable. I've called the DPO. I've spoken with him. I've stopped some security personnel. I've stopped their vehicle. I've spoken with them. But nothing has been done about it. People, they got to the extent of people showing their votes after voting, showing the ballot paper to them for the party agent to know where they printed for them to collect the money. And it's not other party than APC. And that is what is causing problem. Because if care is not taken here, there is going to be a problem here. I'm only trying to talk to my people. I'm in charge of the youth in this community, and we don't want a problem.
This now waiting person when talk say from the beginning said the thing but they go on fine. Then it can't be like say some people they carry money come now hear I use the mouth talk up. Okay, better you dead there. You hear any of this kind of thing? People complain. You see because for example, we not go they see EFCC for birthday party. Nothing concern EFCC for birthday party. You understand? But when you come begin to see EFCC on the day of election, they carry out raid. You mean say something they involve. Just like waiting there our screen now. Now EFCC when they go boxed some people for house. There they say those people carry paper where they don't write names of people. So if like say these people now people will be say then they work for or then they support. Say these people go vote for them and they carry money inside bag. This one really shows say maybe something happened. But better than now you did there that day. Tell us. What do you see? What do you hear as it take concern this particular matter of inducement of voters?
Two things I want to talk. To start with, for the polling units where I've been visit, most of them I don't see anything, I don't hear anything. But they get one polling unit for the state capital for Ekiti where I've been go, and they get one young man where you're the para, almost like this one we will not see. Only say this one when I go meet and finally I say, yeah, this is the way you they talk. Or I can't talk in front of camera in no agree. Now another issue where I get with people be that if you feel say something no good. If they talk and for back, nobody go see you, nobody go hear you. When journalists carry camera come in to say, this is the way you they talk. If you beat your chest, say it's sure for me.
Come prove them.
Say this is the way they talk. Now true, come prove them. Now, when you feel prove them, that time other people go know say this thing where you they talk now true and it not good. But if you hide for back, they talk and they say and well. If you hide for back, they talk, nobody see you, nobody hear you. It's as good as you didn't say anything. Now, in come and talk, say, for that polling unit, just as this other person may talk, say people they say that they give them money. Say some people they collect money. In fact, to borrow your own words, into say many of the people where they here, we come here come vote, and because they know say something go drop, now make them come out. I come out and say, can you identify some of these people in decline? Maybe in the fear or in just no one talk or in no agree. So to be honest, Oyibo go say we cannot rule out the facts. Now I mean say it is very possible. Say for some places this kind of thing happen. But evidence now no conde. If not for this one, what we see, evidence no conde. You know. But now another thing where I also want to talk. I tell you say now two things I want to talk. Sadly, they get one woman we talk say. True democracy cannot thrive where there is abject poverty.
So where hunger day?
Where hunger day?
Democracy no fit grow.
E no fit grow.
The real democracy.
The real democracy no fit grow because you go say that government of the people, by the people, and for the
for
people.
the people, yes.
But where some people never chop, now money they go vote for. Sadly, the only government where they see, now government will give them food chop.
give them something.
So you fit there, they tell them say, if I give you 30,000 naira, you don't sell the next 4 years. You don't sell your children's school fees. They go say, you say, which children? Children will never chop today. Make the 30,000, make them chop today. Make them chop tomorrow. Make them chop next tomorrow. The one who will go chop next week, God will provide them. So the only way we really fit commot this vote buying. Now, if our present governments they do well, we be say you go put money for front of people, people go look the money throw and say, no be this one I won't vote. Now my conscience I won't vote. To be honest, they get some places where we reach where some people they sing that song, say, no be money we want. They sing it for Yoruba. No be money we want better our future. We want make hospital day. We want make lights day. So me and the suspect say, it's possible say they don't carry money meet some people for that particular polling unit. They reject them, which is good. Now that kind of spirit will make everybody get. But again, you were then satisfied. You don't feel be like, you don't know the mind of person we never chop 2 days. We feel say, this election period though, now my own time to cash out. You know. So now waiting people they look, they find how they'll take satisfy themselves. So sadly, again, as I mentioned, it is very possible, say, waiting that young man talk, say, truly, it happen for some places, you know. But then again, the only way we totally eliminate them, this is what we do, so we they talk, where people they hear, and if our government really step up to make sure, say, people they all right.
May I quickly ask this question? Going by you, because I could emphasize the fact, say, you did for the field of where this thing play out. Looking at the fact, say, you experience this thing and then say, vote by and play out for Ekiti. Okay, looking at it and also looking at weighing it ahead of the election, we go play out next year. For your mind, you think say maybe how I take put that? Maybe looking at the information what people don't carry put for head, say okay, say this time around a lot might change. They going by the kind of social media and the way people they take rant. You think say Ekiti State probably go be an assessment on how every other election will play out next year. Be something else will play out when it comes to next year election.
As I mentioned earlier, Ekiti State where we don't do, and Osun State where they come. It's supposed to be the 2 last elections before, if I'm not mistaken, before we enter 2023. So they're supposed to use them as litmus tests, as I been talked before. Use them as sample waiting for happen. So most likely for, like Chukudi been talk, to sample INEC self go use and score themselves, how we perform or how we no perform. Security operatives too go look, say, okay, even though this state is different from other states, how we take do where we say, while I know they for this state. So yes, it go be good example. But again, even for the people gongo, it's supposed to be good example. Maybe people look and say, okay, for this state, what thing happen where we say, one particular party, we go call a landslide, sweep everything. And then the other 2, even though they get mouth, they still no get a vote. So now the chance where people go take look. So yes, now good example to take look at. You know, example to look at on the good side, and to look at on the bad side. Waiting be the plus, like Chukudi been talk, you know, and waiting be some of the minus we've been there as well, like this matter where we don't see.
Oga Bernard Akede, thank you very much. Say, after you waka this long, waka enter inside the Ekiti State, with all the thing where your eyes see, you don't come here, come give us information and stay concerned. So we appreciate you. We not say no be small work, especially for work where we say person carry microphone, carry camera, I know we are bulletproof. New story people don't turn to target for inside this our country. Your good work will speak for you. You'll be celebrated. They'll give you an award.
I go collect them.
Our people waiting for us. We will just enter inside one small break. When we go this break, come back, we'll join our mouth with another Ogbonge visitor.
Bam.
This person now veteran politician. Oh. When Nigeria returned to democratic rule for May 29, 1999, after so many years of military rule, He follow for those who sit down for the legislative arm of government to make law when go move this our country forward. If you look Lagos today, they talk say, Lagos, they go on the right path. These are people who follow for the people who say, they put the law where make the two leg of Lagos stand where. When we go this break, come back, we'll begin to discuss how political parties, politicians, and indeed the people fit move reach the point where we say, it not go be about say person won't share money or person won't use sweet mouth take deceive person. It go be about say, what you don't do for us. Now we'll give you our vote because we believe in you. When we go this break, come back, we'll continue our discussion based on answer the heart. It's not go anywhere when they come back.
We'll talk about that. You have to the government something we don't hear. They will seal up their ear. Once they seal up their ear, they will go back to sleep. Back to back on a particular issue. And just like Center will talk about that. Just like the government something we don't hear. They will seal up their ear. Once they seal up their ear, they will go back to sleep. We know say they go back to back on a particular issue. And just like Center will talk about that. Just like the government something we don't hear. They will seal up their ear. Once they seal up their ear, they will go back to sleep. We know say they go back to back on a particular issue. And just like Center will talk about that. Just like the government something we don't hear. They will seal up their ear. Once they seal up their ear, they will go back to sleep. We know say they go back to back on a particular issue. And just like Center will talk about that. Just like the government something we don't hear. They will seal up their ear. Once they seal up their ear, they will go back to sleep.
Programs where they on top Wazobia TV, waka enter Instagram, www.instagram.com/Wazobia TVNG.
We're back with another
They
exciting.
go back to back on a particular issue. And just like Center will talk about that. Just like the government something we don't hear. They will seal up their ear. Once they seal up their ear, they will go back to sleep. We know say they go back to back on a particular issue. And just like Center will talk about that. Just like the government something we don't hear. They will seal up their ear. Once they seal up their ear, they will go back to sleep. We know say they go back to back on a particular issue. And just like Center will talk about that. Just like the government something we don't hear. They will seal up their ear. Once they seal up their ear, they will go back to sleep. We know say they go back to back on a particular issue. And just like Center will talk about that. Just like the government something we don't hear. They will seal up their ear. Once they seal up their ear, they will go back to sleep. We know say they go back to back on a particular issue. And just like
Answer the heart. For the first part of our discussion, we've been to talk about how it is very, very important. Say that thing will happen for inside the Ekiti state. The things when we learn well. The ones we no good, we come out up. Oga Bernard Akede will be journalist. Now person will be say, he enter inside the Ekiti, he see for himself, he hear, and he can use the mouth, can tell us how the thing take happen. Now we don't enter now the part 2, and who better to teach us the importance we need to learn than person will be say, for inside this country, he too love this our great country, Nigeria. When we first start this our democracy now, we don't celebrate how many years of say K-leg never enter. He follow for those who be say they stand, say everything will consign law and order. Inside Lagos State, won't be like the senior brother of all the states where they inside this country. In there with us, and he go teach us where. And they talk of no other than senior Agba, Baba Agbalagba, Honorable Fadeyi Thomas. Honorable Fadeyi Thomas, welcome to us in the hut.
Thank you very much.
Baba,
Welcome to
we your
us.
children, we will call a handshake. We're gonna bless you. Ah, no.
Thank you.
Go on, for Baba, come back. No, nah. He go hold you.
Make a tap, Baba.
No.
Thank you.
Maybe the close have old man. So let me collect.
So you even they shake Baba with one
Thank you.
No respect. No respect.
Thank you very much.
Baba,
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Like we talk, Honorable Father Thomas, na person will be saying the Lagos State House of Assembly at the time when Nigeria returned to democratic rule after so many years of military rule from 1999 go reach 2003. Make we just go straight into this discussion. Baba, you be person will be say when it comes to politics, grassroots politics, people politics, senior level politics, elder statesman politics, you be person will sabi you sabi all of them. Make we ask you, in these 23 years, when we don't they say, okay, we dey practice democracy for inside Obodo, Nigeria, how you go take access the growth of how political parties and politicians them don't arrange this our country, Nigeria? As somebody went there from the beginning for 1999, when even still there, reach now.
Thank you very much. First of all, I will correct you on one or two things. You see, in 1987,
1987.
yes, when Babangida lifted ban on politics, I was elected as a councillor in Mushin local government. And in the whole of Nigeria, I had the highest vote among members of councillors. In Lagos State, we had 8 local governments then. You see, when the katakata started, everybody went on into exile. Some of us went into exile. We came back with Asiwaju then. I'm still with him. But what I knew about the whole thing is that, you see, from 1999 to now, we are only operating. We are not practicing full democracy. We are only practicing civil government. Yes, but I can assure you that if the right man gets there in 2023, then you see proper democracy.
If the right man gets there,
yeah, the right man.
2023, we'll see proper democracy.
Yes.
Baba, we know vessel. We don't get different men.
Yes.
1999, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, go reach 2007.
Yes.
Yar'Adua, God rest his soul. Good luck, Ebele Jonathan.
Yes.
And now we did the 8th year of President Muhammadu Buhari. Shena say all these men, they're not really be the right men. Because if the men we don't see, no can't turn out right, we can't wait for one for 2023.
No. It's not like that.
Okay.
You see, the man I am supporting, the man who belongs to my party, he really paid his due. The other man too, I'm referring to Alhaji Atiku Abubakar and Tinubu. Both of them are friends, but I can tell you that one is more knowledgeable democratically than the other. And one is more acceptable democratically than the other. I can tell you, I can vividly tell you a lot of things will happen within now and before the election. A lot of things will happen.
Okay, Baba, make I ask you, because
Yes.
going by the way you talk, Jobla say yes, you get a picture of who go fit give us the true democracy.
Yes.
And also weighing the option here, say, okay, this particular person, if going by what now mindset they tell us, don't also rule at least a particular state at one point in time.
Yes.
From your own mindset, as person we say we're witnessing government, where we say at least you were also part of the government as a legislator. Looking at the assessment of the state where in rule, she go feel boast your mind, because a lot of people talk say they no siamo. She go feel boast your mind, talk say yes, so that democracy, or wait, that true democracy where you talk about, true, with Siam when he was a leader under this thing. So what if that thing will come give people assurance say, if we not see him as a state leader, what if will come with the assessment say, or this thing will give us that assurance, say, yes, on the federal level, will give us that democracy.
Thank you very much. I will tell you something. You see, on the 23rd of September 1999, something happened. When they said that the governor of the state then, His Excellency, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, had this certificate scandal, he was crying. I was the one that raised the issue on the floor of the House. Yes. Mamora was the speaker then. I was the vice chairman ad hoc committee that the House asked to go and investigate that allegation. Asiwaju was crying. I told him something. I said, I am not going to be part of someone that will spoil someone's child's career. I told him. But I have to verify everything because I was the one that was the committee asked to go and investigate all the petitions and bring back the report for collations. I got in touch with Chicago. I got in touch with Toronto. I got in touch with the petitioners there. But something happened one night at Maryland. Aya killers nearly killed me and my driver. The following day, the way we escaped, only God knows the way we escaped. And that is the truth. We went to Balogun Street at Lagos Island here, number 63, Balogun Street West, where one of the petitioners reside. They said they didn't know him. The other one, we went to Ologu at Ikeja. They said they didn't know that person. That was where the whole thing happened. I was on my way back to where we are about to collate the secretariat of the other committee. I didn't know that there was a trap. Let's say I took my car in which they recognized that day. Could have been another story entirely. But they didn't recognize the car of my dad. You know, and that is the way I escaped. Then I sat down, I looked at the whole thing, I said, so if I've been killed then, this is what could have happened to my family. Asiwaju will make himself available to the people who wanted to see him anytime, any day. I was on the dining table with him in 2007. That was around 2 a.m. I told him that that was when we presented Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. I told him, I said, Atiku can win. He said, huh? But the way he looked at me as, what is this alien talking about? He looked at me as an alien. But when the result came out, I told him, I said, and the team will repeat itself.
So, Baba, it's very clear, say you na person will be say, you be like prophet, you they see. And from your experience, you don't really show. Make we can't look as Nigeria they like this today now. Everything will concern election for inside this country. Wait, not be 2023 we they talk about first.
Okay.
Make we put mouth for inside the Ekiti state. Why it be say politicians and political parties?
Yes.
They won't do everything to win election except to win them. Say the people give them. The ones where they share money for people to vote for them. The one where go on use fight so that they go win election. The one where go on use wuru so that they go win election. Why they happen like that? If we get people like you, for example, people like Asiwaju, for example, other have politicians when we say that they work for the people. Why if we say some people now still back here, they still want to use the enter those positions?
Thank you very much. You see, from the background of the present crops of people, it's military. Everyone is desperate to be in the saddles and
Grab by force.
Yes, by force. That is the fact. You see, most of the politicians, and they don't believe in struggle, they believe in struggle. That when they struggle and arrive at the position, they've arrived. Whereas, they won't be able to serve. They are only going there with a very big knife to cut their own share. It is the truth I am telling you. You see, 2019, I registered an NGO, Friends of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, with Corporate Affairs Commission. Most of the board of trustees, they were saying, when I said, let us do this, let us do that, they were saying, you are the one who has a vision. We are only supporting you. I said, what? I have to pay the staff salary, I have to pay everything until when I had health problem. That was about 2 years ago. And I said, look, what are we going to do now? The only man who talked sensible something among them was, whereas we have a lot of them, some even avoided me. A place where we have a former governor of Osun State, who is the chairman of the board of trustees. Yes. Where we have all these senators, all these, what is the name? Speaker of the House of Assembly, and everyone like that, including Wale Edun, including the chief of staff. But I thank God for one thing, that they said you were the one who has the vision. Now, everybody are so joyful now. We saw it yesterday where they were all chanting the whole thing. But I can tell you, my friends, that Nigeria is going to be changed.
For good.
For good.
Because they talk about change for 2015 too.
Nigeria is going to change for good. You see, if the election at Ekiti can go like that, with people collecting
5,000,
5,000, and they thought it's some money, I think it's a shame.
But sir, if we look at still going by the assessment where we talk, going by the election will happen for Ekiti State.
Yes.
And going by the person way you dey talk about now. I mean, it be like further figure for a lot of these states where you understand. If you look at some of these states where we say where like Ekiti, where we say they get their own candidate. But from the information we also get, there was an alleged accusation say the same party. Now, then they carry first in giving that bribe and that tip to populists to make sure say they feel win the election. And also when the fact say the governor of that same state don't come and talk say he no work but yet they still take money induce the whole activity. What be that assurance say in the long run say these same people where would they feel say where would they feel say would they talk about to go give us the true democracy, go actually give us the true democracy. If not go fall in the line of the other way we don't put us in the competition all day today.
Thank you very much. We were talking about stomach infrastructure. Yes. Some of these people who queue on the line to vote, some of them have not even eaten. They don't know what to do. Their stomach is empty. Nothing in their pocket. How to feed their children is problem.
But Baba, shebi na government, their responsibility, the protection of the life and property of the people, the advancement of their welfare. If the responsibility of government are to ensure, say, the people life day better, if government they do their work well, people no go they find 5,000 and 10,000 up and down.
Thank you very much.
Thank you too.
Thank you. You see, COVID-19 spoiled a lot of things. I am not lying. There is problem all over the world. I'm not lying, no. All over the world, there is problem. Look at what is happening, even in African countries. Look at what is happening in Europe now. And look at what is happening within each community where we reside, and give me an answer.
Baba, you don't talk about COVID-19.
Yes.
But if I say this COVID-19, now only the ordinary people now COVID-19 they affect. Now only the poor people they suffer COVID-19 because I never hear say any government for this country come and talk say because of COVID-19, we in the legislative arm of government, we as executive, we want to collect half salary.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. You see, people are so self-centered.
Okay.
They commercialize governance.
Okay.
I'm not lying to you.
True.
Every opportunity they
grab.
Forgetting the people who gave them the employment. The voters, they were the ones that gave them the employment. And look at it. And after that, some of them cannot even go to their farms again due to all this insecurity. Thank you, my brother. Some of them cannot go to their farms. Some of them lost their jobs during the COVID-19. A lot of office workers lost their job. And there is no way they were still struggling how to make ends meet. Look at what is happening now within Russia and Ukraine. Look at what is happening. Look at that. I am only praying to God that the something mustn't turn to another world war. Yes. And you know the Russia of our own country now. You know them. There is some part who are Russia of this Nigeria. And there are some side who are Ukraine of in our country now. If the Russia within our country said, this is what they want, that is what will be done. And the Ukraine in this side will say, okay.
Baba, the good thing is say people like Una when get all the wisdom and experience Una day with us. God go keep you alive and well in sound out of mind and body because as we approach this 2023 now, we need voices like your own to tell us say, see the right thing when we go do, make we not make mistake, make we not enter another trap. I won't promise you say you go still come back on top of Acid Hot to discuss the matter. Acid Hot, only you on the show from beginning to the end to give us all this wisdom because you first carry us go back to 1987 where everything first take start. We know say we go discuss more, but where we don't reach now to carry our kaya come up for inside studio. Our people went there for house. Honorable Fandei Thomas, senior man inside this our country. When it comes to politics, so 1987, when they do election for councillor, that be the highest for the whole of Nigeria.
Yes.
Councillor, head boy of councillors for this country. Now he win the most votes. In there with us, you know, they tell us some very, very important things. Make all of us get up on the back of our mind. Say, this country belongs to all of us, and now we go join our hand together to move this our country forward. Baba, now you get this and shit.
Thank you.
Thank you very, very much.
The anointing they enter my body.
Thank you.
Wisdom.
What's your you go hold young man hand.
Thank you.
Old man say, make I also collect. I think I collect.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother. I'm a young man like both of you.
Okay. But I still want to be as old as you are, sir.
Oh, may Almighty God spare our life to see more of us.
The interesting thing is that you are not far from reaching.
Are you all right?
No,
I still have many years.
I'm saying,